誘導員は発進デッキより退避。進路クリア。発進動作。ゾーラ隊出撃。
Hello everyone, welcome back to Animeonus. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 anime where main character becomes overpowered after being betrayed. Make sure to watch until number 1, because it's one of the most amazing anime I've ever seen. Let's get started. Number 10, Cross Ange.
出撃。
Angeles Ikaruga Mitsurugi is the first princess of the noble Mitsurugi Empire. The kingdom has seen great power and prosperity due to the advancement of the revolutionary technology known as mana, an abstract bending of light that has reduced the world's problems of war and pollution to a timeless peace. However, not all are blessed with the ability to wield mana. Those who cannot are labeled Norma, outcasts of society who are considered a threat to civilization and live under constant persecution, and Angeles herself is one of many who want the Norma exterminated. But as Angeli's 16th birthday commences, it is discovered in a shocking revelation that she is actually a Norma. Chaos ensues, the public is outraged, and the once adored princess is exiled to Arsenal, a remote military base where Normas are forced into conscription. Number 9, Evil or Live. Severe internet addiction has become an epidemic infecting the nation's youth, ultimately resulting in their extreme dependence on the World Wide Web. Those who are too far gone are enrolled at Elite Re-Education Academy in order to help them grow into successful adults. Hibiki is one such teenager who awakens in the facility unaware of how he came to be there. He learns from the head instructor that he was knocked out and brought to the school at his mother's behest, concerned with how belligerent her son was becoming as a result of his internet addiction. Stuck in a place more akin to a prison than an academy, and with no escape from the abuses of the instructors, Hibiki decides to end his life by jumping from the roof. But as fate would have it, he meets a mysterious man named Shin who promises to give his life meaning. Number 8, Dororo. Hayakimaru is a young man who lacks 48 body parts because they were taken from him by demons before birth, as payment by his father, Kagemitsu Daigo, to obtain his wish to take over the country. When the baby boy was born, he was missing 48 parts of his body, and thus was abandoned, thrown into a river. Hayakimaru has grown up and now has obtained fake body parts so he can eliminate the 48 demons that were made from his body, and to retrieve his missing parts. Along for the adventure is the boy thief, Dororo, with whom he becomes friends. Number 7, Dead Man Wonderland. It looked like it would be a normal day for Ganta Igarashi and his classmates. They were preparing to go on a class field trip to a certain prison amusement park called Dead Man Wonderland, where the convicts perform dangerous acts for the onlookers' amusement. However, Ganta's life is quickly turned upside down when his whole class gets massacred by a mysterious man in red. Framed for the incident and sentenced to death, Ganta is sent to the very jail he was supposed to visit. The young protagonist is thrown into a world of sadistic inmates and enigmatic powers, to live in constant fear of the lethal collar placed around his neck that is slowed only by winning in the prison's deathly games. Ganta must bet his life to survive in a ruthless place where it isn't always easy to tell friend from foe, all while trying to find the mysterious Red Man and clear his name, in Dead Man Wonderland. Number 6, Guilty Crown. Shu's entire world was shattered after a meteorite crashed into Japan, unleashing the lethal apocalypse virus. The chaos and anarchy born of the outbreak cost Shu his family and reduced him to a timid, fearful shell of the boy he'd once been. His life took another unexpected turn after a chance encounter with the stunning pop star, Inori. This mysterious beauty introduced Shu to the king's right hand, a genetic mutation that allows him to reach into hearts of mortals and turn them into weapons. Shu finds himself caught in the crossfire between those who desperately seek his newfound strength. On one side lurks a clandestine government agency, and on the other, Inori and the spirited band of rebels known as Funeral Parlor. The choice is Shu's to make, and the world is his to change. Number 5, Tomb. Ryuta Sakamoto is unemployed and lives with his mother, his only real achievement being that he is Japan's top player of the popular online video game Tomb. However, his peaceful life is about to change when he finds himself stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere, with a small green crystal embedded in his left hand and no memory of how he got there. To his shock, someone has decided to recreate the game he is so fond of in real life, with the stakes being life or death. Armed with a bag full of unique bombs known as BIM, the players are tasked with killing 7 of their fellow participants and taking their green crystals in order to return home. Initially condemning any form of violence, Ryuta is forced to fight when he realizes that many of the other players are not as welcoming as they may seem. Teaming up with Himiko, a fellow Tomb player, they attempt to get off of the island together, coming closer and closer to the truth behind this contest of death. Number 4, Akatsuki no Yuna. The kingdom of Kuka is blessed with a beautiful princess whose childlike innocence charms all who come across her. Named Yona, she has grown up sheltered in the royal palace, shielded from any danger that may befall her. However, all good things must come to an end. Yona's perfect world comes crashing down when a heinous act of treason threatens to erase all that she holds dear, including her birthright as the princess of Kuka. Left with no one to trust but her childhood friend and loyal bodyguard Sun Hak, she is forced to flee the palace. Faced with the perils of surviving in the wild with a target on her back, Yona realizes that her kingdom is no longer the safe haven it once was. Number 3, Kami no 2.
何を望むのか。
There is a tower that summons chosen people called regulars with the promise of granting their deepest desires. Whether it be wealth, fame, authority, or something that surpasses them all, everything awaits those who reach the top. 25th Bam is a boy who had only known a dark cave, a dirty cloth, and an unreachable light his entire life. So when a girl named Rachel came to him through the light, his entire world changed. Becoming close friends with Rachel, he learned various things about the outside world from her. But when Rachel says she must leave him to climb the tower, his world shatters around him. Vowing to follow after her no matter what it takes, he sets his sight on the tower, and a miracle occurs. Number 2, Vinland Saga. Young Thorfinn grew up listening to the stories of old sailors that had traveled the ocean and reached the place of legend, Vinland. It's said to be warm and fertile, a place where there would be no need for fighting, not at all like the frozen village in Iceland where he was born, and certainly not like his current life as a mercenary. War is his home now. Though his father once told him, "You have no enemies," nobody does. There is nobody who it's okay to hurt. As he grew, Thorfinn knew that nothing was further from the truth. The war between England and the Danes grows worse with each passing year. Death has become commonplace, and the Viking mercenaries are loving every moment of it. Allying with either side will cause a massive swing in the balance of power, and the Vikings are happy to make names for themselves and take any spoils they earn along the way. Among the chaos, Thorfinn must take his revenge and kill Askeladd, the man who murdered his father. The only paradise for the Vikings, it seems, is the era of war and death that rages on. Number 1, Tales of the Abyss. The world of Aldrant is bound by the Score, a series of prophecies from centuries past that dictate the world's future. It is considered an absolute fate that everyone lives by, even people whose actions lead to bloodshed and tears. Using magical abilities known as the Phonic Arts, a war between the nation of Camlaskal and Valdir and the Mokath Empire is waged in hopes of bringing the Score's foreseen utopia to life. Tales of the Abyss follows Luke von Fabre, who spends his days locked away in his manor after being kidnapped and losing memories as a child. One day, while honing his swordsmanship, a woman named Ter attempts to assassinate his master. Luke defends him, but the clash results in the two being teleported to a distant land. Luke and Tyr's journey back quickly escalates into a quest that will either free the world from the Score's chains or destroy it completely.